Okay, my name is Jean Whitehouse, and 25 years ago I was the second person to sign in for York's U3A.
So I think it's been a great success, and I'm very happy to have been here today after all these years and seeing the wonderful developments, and also to see how and realise how U3A has expanded and is such a great joy to the many, many people that it serves.
There aren't that many people in the audience today who were here 25 years ago when the whole thing started. One of the main reasons why we wanted to celebrate the 25 years kind of today and at this time was because we wanted to show you what the facilities are like here now for the York U3A, as opposed to how they were about a year ago and earlier. And please do have a really good look round. The reason why we have been able to be given these facilities at an early stage in the refurbishment of the whole building is because we front-loaded the program with Henry Mills money. And yet, if you remember, Henry Mills gave us a legacy of £150,000, and we have been using it cautiously to help run the U3A, underpin our finances, and be confident that we can do what we do at least for 10 years, at which point the Henry Mills money will probably come to an end. But the improvements that have been made here, I think, are quite astonishing. They are incredibly good. The group leaders are at the key. They're the key to the success of running a U3A. You cannot run a U3A unless somebody steps up to the plate, as the Americans would say, and says, I will run a group and I'll run it well. So please, when you walk away from here today and you think to yourself, I could run a group, you know. I used to be an expert in something, I've kind of forgotten what it was. But I mean, perhaps I could kind of come back to that and engage other people and do things. Doing something is very important.
25 years. Who would have thought it? 25 years is a landmark event in anyone's book. And you must be doing something right to be here today. And for those of you that were here on day one, there were a few of you, 10 around the room. Here we are, 25 years later. It's a wonderful example of what U3A is all about and what you have made it, what you have made it.
Okay. Happy, Sheila?
Yeah, lovely.
Right, good.
Okay.
Cut.
Cut. I've done it. There we go.
We also have with us this afternoon
Jean Fick, who was our very
first elected chairman of York U3A. We weren't sure whether she was coming or not, but I'm delighted that she's here.
What a small beginnings we had, and what's happened now. It's really great. It's lovely to see you all. I'm sorry I don't recognise you, but you probably don't recognise me either.
Right, the pictures you're going to see in this presentation have all come from two scrapbooks, which I discovered rather dusty in the back office. Tess has done a wonderful job of scanning them and putting them together in the PowerPoint. You may just be able to make out the name of
which is
David Hughes, who was really the instigator of getting the branch going.
I did quite a lot of homework in York area before we launched it, again, using the press to some effect, to launch this new idea. And some articles and one or two letters in the paper produced quite a good interest of contacts. One or two people said, York isn't a cultural desert, you know, you won't do it in York because there's too much going on. But I wasn't put off by this because I was quite sure it would work. And we used King's Manor to launch it on May 23rd. At 5 to 2, nobody had come at all, and again we got this awful feeling that who was going to would anybody come. And I remember Jean Fitford really got cold feet and was thinking it was going to be a whole disaster at the time. But again, almost on the dot, people started to come, and it was really a swamp in this very nice room upstairs.
This is a photograph, as you can see, of some of the founder members and early leaders. Over on the left is Joe Weltman, who, as David mentioned, was the chair of the first steering committee, who had a distinguished career in broadcasting, educational broadcasting, and he went on to run a German group, a recorder group, and a Spanish group in later years. So this is what David put together to illustrate the first groups and courses. Notice the logo, the first logo of York U3A, unfortunately deemed to be illegal because you're not allowed to use any heraldic emblem without permission. So that had to go, but it just gives you a flavour of some of those early courses. David mentioned in his interview that he made good use of the press. He had been publicity officer for Scarborough Council, so that experience stood him in good stead. And this is just one example of the press coverage that the York U3A got. This, of course, you see, is Patrick Nutchins, who was the first, well, the only president of York U3A. And this is in making the address at the National AGM, which was held at York in Ascombe Bryan in 1991. Bridget, his widow, was not able to come today, but she has sent us a very nice letter. I would like to congratulate you on 25 years of important activity. Patrick saw the concept of U3A as part of a new approach to education, one in which he felt lucky that his own career had been involved. U3A holds a special place, is possibly unique in providing a swap shop of knowledge in which we all can explore and contribute to learning on all aspects of life, indulging our curiosity and interest in things that maybe has not been time or opportunity for during our working lives. This was quite a coup and much envied by other organisations, other branches. The opening of the office in Bootham, which was above the Ben Jackson supermarket, which I'm sure you know. The other man in the picture is Michael McCarthy, who was secretary for many years of York U3A. So I hope you'll go downstairs, if you haven't already, to have a look at the scrapbooks for yourself and the other ways in which we've tried to illustrate some of the events and activities of the last 25 years. Thank you very much.
All creatures now. John Bennett, he doesn't give his dates, but this is just a very jolly one, and we'll be singing this one. It's the sort of thing we start on a Thursday morning when we haven't sung for a month. Let's sing All Creatures now. All creatures now are merry, 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 merry. The shepherd's daughter shares, daughter shares, daughter shares, daughter's baby. Man is far,
Well, what a super day. I think it's quite extraordinary to see so many. I thought I knew everybody in the U3A, but I obviously did not, because there are a lot of faces. And I'm so impressed by I was incredibly impressed by the Madrigal group. They were terrific. And I'm looking forward to, there's the recorder group. Now you can hear the recorder group probably. We are a very, very impressive group.
I was able to invite students once a year who were doing their performance degrees to come in and give a concert. And so really that's how it all began. And now, of course, I've come round this building for the first time with all the new additions and all the wonderful, it's simply a wonderful building.
Nice to see so many people using the place and exploring all the new corners of the building, yeah. I'd never heard of U3A till I came to Friargate. Probably because I was too young to think about it.
Yes, I'm Sheila. I'm currently the chair of the Yorkshire and Humber region of U3As. So I'm here today to represent the other 44 U3As in our region. And I must say, I'm absolutely bowled over by what I've seen and heard today. And your facilities are second to none. I think every other U3A would just be green with envy at what you have here. It's a wonderful asset.
Can I just ask your impressions of the day?
Absolutely fantastic. Really, really good.
You've been a member here long?
No, I'm going to be a new member.
Yes. I've been a member for about 3 years, but today's just been brilliant.
What have you enjoyed most?
I liked the history part because I've been a member 3 years, so I didn't know an awful lot about the people who started off, and that was really interesting.
I'm quite a new member, yes.
So what are your impressions of today?
Well, it's been lovely to join something which has been well established for 25 years. Well, I've actually already run one quite short group about the ancient Greeks, and I'm starting another one later this year on Leonardo da Vinci.
I'm pleased at how many people have come, and the general atmosphere is of enjoyment and compliments about the refurbishment. People are really, really impressed.
Well, you've done a huge amount of work to get this ready, so it's really gone very well. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
What a wonderful occasion. It is a landmark for anybody going through the years, and I've had a chance to see so many demonstrations of what they're doing here in the U3A, in their study groups, in their interest groups, and the joy and the fun and the camaraderie that I've seen today is fantastic.
Glad you've settled with us in Friargate for now, at least for the next 10 years anyway.
I've met some wonderful people, and all I can say is here's to the next 25 years. I hope you go from strength to strength.
John, on behalf of all at the National Executive Committee of the Third Age Trust, we wanted you to have this card of congratulations. It is from all of us, and we commend you for this 25th anniversary, and we wish you many, many more.
Barbara, thank you very much indeed. Thank you.
I look around, and 25 years, a long time, everybody looks so young, you know. I've certainly enjoyed today. I wouldn't have missed it for anything. And as for the food, these ladies deserve to have a medal struck for them.
Well, this is the end of our celebration of 25 years. We had a fascinating day. I'm grateful to everybody who participated I'm grateful to all our members who have taken such a great interest in our day. So thank you everybody, it's been a great day, and here's to the next 25 years.
No, why? You will put me on a display that I'm drinking tea. I just didn't.
What a super day. I could have done with some pork pie or some sausage roll, though. That's the only thing